Episode 1. It's your boy Josh Wise here today on WiseUp University. Today we're talking about holistic wellness. I call that the crawl, the walk, the run, the fly method. Basically what I'm doing is taking away I'm not overindulging in the fitness, the physical aspect of fitness, but I'm bringing in the mental, the spiritual, the emotional, and the physical and blending it in to conduct a whole optimal human. Not just a fit human, not just a superficial, the facade human. That shit is tearing our society up. That two-dimensional thinking. So let's go within. Let's learn ourselves, know ourselves, and then willfully, we become better, stronger, and wiser. So let's get this party started. All right. So what is holistic wellness? To me, it's taking care of your whole self. In many ways, it's like looking after 4 important parts of your body. You got your physical. You got your thoughts and feelings. That's your mental. Your emotions, and you got your sense of meaning and purpose. That's your spiritual. And that's the biggest deal to me. And that's why I'm here today, to help you find your purpose. Now, when you pay attention to each of these parts, you become a well-rounded and balanced person. And this is why I say it's bigger than fitness. We as a society tend to neglect almost everything inside and only focus on the external. That's why you see a lot of people with the cars, the clothes, the jewelry, the lashes, the nails. But deep down inside, they're broken, they're dull, they're weak, they're fragile. That inflated sense of self-ego with the muscles, yet don't have a sense of identity or can't look themselves in the mirror and be appreciative and grateful of that person that they're looking at. That's what I want you to do, is to have a healthy self-image. Because that first step to success is a healthy self-image. Then that pours into relationships. After relationships, then you start going into your career. And after your career, that will determine your legacy. So if there's no healthy self-image, guess what? There's no legacy. There's no future. There's really nothing after that but just being miserable, depressed, stagnant. No, we don't want that. We want to go up. We want to ascend. So how are we going to do that? The easiest way for me to do that in fitness is to get people a well-rounded workout program. Just having a well-rounded workout program can bleed into your life. So what does a well-rounded workout program looks like? For me, you got your cardio output. What is that, Josh? You got swimming, you got running, you got jogging. You can go hiking. You can even fuck. I don't know. I don't care. Like, it depends on what your heart rate does when you do it. That's cardio output. Then we have resistance training. Push something, pull something, press something. Bend over, lunge, carry, core, whatever you feel like you need to do to get to the point to where you're getting strong overall. Not just, I got a big chest, I can squat 400 pounds like a hip thrust. No, do everything. What you do for the front, you do for the back. What you do for the top, you do for the bottom. That makes you a strong human being, not just one-trick ponies. But that's what a lot of people do. They rather just strengthen their strength, but yet forget about their weaknesses. We have to focus on our weakness, because our weaknesses becomes our insecurities, and our insecurities become our projections. That went over a lot of people's heads, but we still talk about fitness, not about life yet. Now, flexibility and mobility work. We have to be mobile. We got to be agile and hostile. That's Remember the Titans. Remember that? If you don't, then we walking around stiff in its function, and then we create compensations, and then that's how we get hurt in the gym and out the gym. So if you're doing too much of one thing, that's a bad thing. If you're neglecting strength training, but yet doing yoga all the time, that makes you very, very, what is it, palatable? Is it palatable? I forgot the word. Basically just flimsy to where you will break. We don't want to break. We want to stay strong. Now, balance and coordination. That's just balance and coordination. We have to stay on our toes. We have to be able to get pushed around and still stay grounded. And that's another thing that went over your head. If you're grounded in the gym, more than likely you're grounded in real life. Now, mind-body activities. What is that? As a bodybuilder, we pose. We know how to vacuum. We know how to squeeze our chest. We know to just sit still and smile and flex our muscles. Same thing with breath work. How we control our breathing can change our moods. And also yoga, to put our mind and our body to where we're not thinking too much, to where we're actually pushing our toes in the ground, putting our hands in the ground to get a felt sense of who we are and where we are in the present moment of time. And a lot of people can't even do that right now, sitting still. What I want you to do, close your eyes, put your finger on your nose. This is just a mind-body connection activity. It's called a warrior breath. They used to do this in samurai. Is it samurai? I think they were samurais, the Japanese warriors, whatever they was. They would get a feather and put it under each person's nose to see if they're prepared to go to war. If that feather moved, they wasn't prepared to go to war. So what I want you to do, put your finger around your nose, close your eyes, and try not to feel the air touch your hand. So it's just basically, and just doing that for just 3 to 5 minutes, I guarantee you'll have a different approach just to breathing, because a lot of people don't even know how to breathe. If you don't know how to breathe, guess what? You don't even know how to think. If you don't know how to think, guess what? You don't know how to do. If you don't know how to do, guess what? You will never be shit. So that breath is the first trigger of everything in life. Now, rest and recovery. This is just like exercise. If you neglect it, it will hurt you. Please stop running yourself into the ground. That grind life, no shade, Hunter. Keep grinding. But let's talk about alignment. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a time. Schedule your dates. Discipline becomes freedom at the end of the day. So again, let me rephrase that. We got six different points of a well-balanced workout program. Cardio, resistance, flexibility and mobility work, balance coordination, mind-body's activities, and also rest and recovery. Just think about this as an outfit. We got your socks, you got your shoes, you got your shorts, you got your shirt, you got your necklace, your hat, and your watch. That makes the outfit. This right here makes your outfit in the gym. If one thing is missing, you look kind of off. And remember, you're a representation of yourself. Your body is the vehicle to excellence. So make sure you walking into that gym with the Bentley Coupe, not the Pinto, not the Lemon. So again, it depends on how you want to ride. Like Webby said, how you riding. Now let me tell you a little story about how I got to where I'm at. And this is talking about the infinite game of fitness. There's some people who play the long game, some people play the lame game. There's 2 different games we playing. And I've been a part of the lame game where I chose to, I want to get ripped, I want to do shows, I'm doing this to shit on people, fuck them. I get it, like that's the villain route. But the hero route looks totally different. But let's talk about the lame game. Okay, I believe where I am and who I am is because of this fitness game really opens the doors to the infinite game of life. Understanding that there's really isn't a finish line in fitness, it gives you a different outlook and approach to what you do and why you do it. Most people I see in the industry, clients or trainers or influencers, all chase the pump, AKA focused on winning, achieving specific goals, and competing against others. People who play the finite game often set clear goals. I want to lose 20 pounds, or I want to do my first bodybuilding competition. The goal is to win or to check off the bucket list. Once the goal is reached, the game is over. Then the motivation declines, and that leads to potential challenges in maintaining the achieved results. I started like that. But once you really dig deep and you stop working hard and you start working with your heart, it becomes more spiritual than physical, because now you're working for a purpose, on purpose. You're looking to make an impact, not maintain an image. The infinite game of fitness is about the ongoing process of self-improvement and personal growth. People who play this game focus on their own progress, well-being, and maintaining a healthy lifestyle over long term. There might be a specific goal, but rather continuous commitment to staying active, eating well and cultivating a positive relationship with one's body. It's about embracing the journey itself, adapting to change and evolving over time. It is less about winning and more about enjoying the process and redefining success as an ongoing pursuit. And that is why I say in the pursuit of higher self, not the pursuit of happiness, because that is spirit talk, not fitness talk. Now, both perspective has its merits. It's a time thing. Everybody has their own evolution progress. But you have to chase the pump to get started. That's the motion. But the action is for you to figure out that it's bigger than fitness. Your body is just a vehicle to excellence. Don't make it your being. Don't make it your label. Use your body just like how you use your cell phone. Use your cell phone just like how you use your car. There are tools. Use it wisely, but make sure it's in shape. Now, in the words of Webby, how do you want to ride? How you riding? I want to be in a Bentley Coupe. When somebody look at me, I want to be like, damn, who are you? What do you do? And I already won them over just because my body is a sign of respect. And that respect gets you in doors that a lot of degrees can't even get you in these days, because you can't buy this. You have to earn it. And that within itself gives you some type of confidence, self-image, that when you look in the mirror, you can be like, I'm proud of you, Josh. I can say that. But you got guys who make 3 times, 4 times as much money than me cannot say that. And I wonder why. Now, these are practical tips that can help you like it helped me. And I call this, what would Josh do? So start small and be consistent. Bruce Lee said, long-term consistency beats short-term intensity. Don't try to get fit in a day. Don't try to get fit in a month. Just focus on showing up every day and let time tell all. Now, set realistic goals, embrace reality. If it took you years to put it on, it will take some time to take it off. Just measure your progress. If you don't measure it, you can't manage it. If you can't manage it, you can't change it. Now, find activities you can enjoy. Train like one, look like one. If you love boxing, go do it. Everything Floyd Mayweather doing, or Ali or Conor McGregor doing. Go swim, go jump rope, go box, go spar. Get into that zone. Emulate the greats. You don't have to do everything they do, but do something that you enjoy and stick with it until you can't do it anymore. Because I enjoy recreation, period. That's why I still like I'm in college. I'm 36 years old. I have not stopped working out yet because I didn't do it for the glory of a body. I did it for my mental sanity. I did it because this is my job. I did it so I could be my son's superhero. This has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with who I am, if that makes sense. Now, also, let's say, schedule regular exercise. Put a date on it. I have a lot of clients who will see me Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 a.m., but then all of a sudden, they can't get up on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 a.m. to set the date for themselves. If you're doing it every day, time has memory, location has energy. Get your ass up and go be inspired. Get in the routine of getting up. If you can do it twice a week, you can do it 5 times a week. But again, this is your body, not mine. Do as you please, but do not get mad if you don't like what you see. That's a you thing. Now, mix cardio, strength, and flexibility, mobility work. Don't just come in the gym. I see this shit so much. Going to the gym just to sit on the treadmill. You wasted 30 minutes to just get to the gym. You could have walked around the block. If you come to the gym, do 10, 15 minutes of cardio, stretch, do some mobility work, resistance training, get back on there, cool down, do 10, 15 minutes, stretch again, take your ass home. That's a whole workout program within itself. Don't just get caught up on doing one thing and that's all you know, that's fine. But ask questions, use the people around you. You have professionals, you have guests, you have friends. Ask people around, hey, what are you doing? Find some accountability. That will help. Now, take breaks from screens. Put that fucking phone away. You can sit on the toilet for 45 minutes before you even go to work. You got time to go to the gym for an hour. If you go to bed 45 minutes earlier. We all have the same 24 hours. Win the first 12 hours of the day or win the last 12 hours of the day. But make sure you're still winning the day. And that means managing your time. We got 188 hours a week. 4% of that is allocated to lifting weights or resistance. That's not a lot of time. Make the most of it, please. Now, prioritize sleep. If you're not getting an adequate amount of sleep, you're already losing. Because then you have to produce some brain fog. You can't think straight. You're mad. You're angry. You're not really yourself. Only time you're really yourself is on the weekends because you can sleep in. We have to change that. We're adults now. We don't need to be cranky adults. We can choose when we go to bed. Be in bed by 9, get up by 5. Start your day with something positive, and guess what? You'll be asleep by 8 p.m. It's science. Like it's science. You have to move to take your ass to sleep. But if you're not doing anything productive, you'll have insomnia. You will have depression. You just in manic mode all the time because your body is not used to just being idle. Your body will tell you before your mind will. Trust me. Now, stay hydrated and eat well. As adults, we don't get enough water. 70% of our body is water. Every 5 minutes that you're working out, sip some water. You should be actually drinking at least 1 ounce for every pound of body weight. So if I'm 220 pounds, I'm drinking 220 ounces of water, but I'm not including the water that I'm doing in the gym. Stay hydrated. Your bones, your joints will thank you, and your brain, and your boss, and your kids. Now, practice mindfulness. That's the biggest thing. We are right here, right now. That breath I told you to do, that breath test I just told you to do, that's mindfulness. I'm trying to tell my body to calm down and focus on one thing at one moment. Bring your body, basically take yourself outside your body, see how you're moving around, see what you need to calm down. For me, I get up at 3:30 in the morning, run over here to the gym, do my breath work just to get grounded, to be mindful of the thoughts that's coming in inside of my head. If it's not a positive thought, guess what? That's not needed today. Let me plant something else. Let me get mindful of what I'm thinking about and what I got to do. It's all about the intention. Then it's all about the approach. Then it's all about the execution. Now, stay social. Build a community. Become a leader within your circle. Take a class or a sports team. That accountability breeds responsibility, and it makes working out more enjoyable after all. You don't have to do it alone. Bring your family, bring your friends. Go to a class, like you can figure it out. You can go find somebody to go club with. You should have somebody to go run with or lift with or grow with. Now, track your progress. Keep your stats. They will tell you more about yourself than that mirror will. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. Get your stats. And make moving part of your day. If you got to park at the very back of your job, or if you got to take the stairs, if you got to carry the grocery out with your hands, just find ways to where you can move and break a sweat if you can't make it to the gym. It's okay, you don't have to go to the gym every day, but you have to make the most of the opportunity that presents itself, because our body will only do what our body does. And if we move well, we'll move often. But if we don't move well, we won't move often. So practice moving well every day. Now, and also the biggest kicker, this is deep for me. Stay positive in patience. Have an attitude of gratitude. Celebrate your achievements. No matter how small, do not beat yourself up. The moment you start beating yourself up is the moment you start declining, because that's just human nature. Be your own best friend in this game. This fitness game is not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. So please don't beat yourself up. Celebrate, give yourself hand claps, take yourself out, buy nice clothes, do whatever it is that you have to do to keep this train moving, because the more you do it, the more disciplined it becomes, and then the more disciplined you come, the more you be doing it just like you brushing your teeth. You don't think about it. It's just happening. And then you don't have to be in the gym that long. But that's the compound effect. But you have to pay the price to get that to that level. Now, last one, learn and experiment. Be open to trying new activities. Like, I never in 1,000 years would understand what breath work was. But breath work made my working out way better. Now I can teach my clients how to breathe. Now their workout's way better. Try to blend everything that you can into your repertoire. Build an archive up. You don't have to just do one thing. Do plenty of things and see which ones stick, and see if you can incorporate different training techniques. Like, I can box with a client for 10 minutes, then we're gonna do powerlifting 1 minute, then we'll do bodybuilding workouts the next minute. Like, I'm blending in everything that I can to help this client get to where they want to go. Because again, train like one, look like one. Now remember, the key is to start with small steps. Even if it's crawling turns to walking turns to running turns to flying. But only consistency will get you your wings. Like I tell my clients, fly, F-L-Y, first love yourself. Again, this is Josh Wise with WiseUp University. Hope these tips help. Like, subscribe. Let me know what you need from me. I'm here for you. I'll see you at the top.